What's going on, everyone? It's your favorite Utah agent, Steve Boynton with Century 21 Everest. Have you ever heard the term, "it's easier than buying a house"? The saying is usually used to describe an activity others see as very hard to accomplish, and it insinuates that buying a home is actually very difficult. Well, it can be if you really don't know where to begin. The most common thing that I get told when meeting with new potential buyers is, "I really don't know where to begin." So in this video, I'm going to go through the steps of the home buying process with you and give you some tips on how to better prepare. Now, to make things a little bit more entertaining, I'm going to be bringing my friend Cartoon Agent Steve in to explain all of this to you. And if you like what you see, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and obviously share with all of your friends and family as well. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much. Congratulations on taking the first steps of becoming a homeowner. This should be one of the most exciting times of your life. Real estate has always been one of the best and safest investments that you can make. Not to mention, there's something to be said about owning your own home instead of renting and paying off somebody else's mortgage. Having the right people around you to guide you through the process is terribly important, especially if this is your first home. Let's go through some of the basic steps of home buying, and hopefully at the end of this, you'll have a much better understanding of the home buying process. The first thing that you want to consider is your down payment. A common misconception is that you need to have 20% to put down. And in the world of perfect, that would be ideal, but it's actually not necessary. Which I'm sure is probably a relief to hear, as most people don't have 20% just laying around. There are programs that will allow you to put down as low as 0 to 5%. You will also need to have some money set aside for your earnest money. Earnest money is your good faith deposit to show the sellers you are serious about buying their home. You're not going to need to give this money until you have an accepted offer on the house, and there is not a set rule of the amount of earnest money that needs to be deposited. However, the typical amount is about 1% of the purchase price. Now that we have the money part out of the way, let's go over the actual steps for buying a home. Your first step is getting a great agent. Most people are going to tell you to get pre-qualified first. I think getting an agent first is key, however. A great agent is someone that's going to be loyal to you and look out for your best interests. For the best experience, I recommend getting someone that is a full-time agent as well. Most full-time agents are typically more likely to answer the phone when you call and be available to show you homes based on your schedule, not theirs. Step number 2 is getting pre-qualified. As mentioned, most people will say that this should be step number 1, but I think it's number 2 for a few reasons. First off, it puts your agent to the test. Most agents won't give people the time of day unless they're qualified. Agents like this are in the business more for the quick buck over creating lasting relationships. They typically don't care about their clients' needs. You also may not even know where to go to get qualified, and chances are your agent is going to have a few lenders available that they have worked with in the past that they know have a great record for taking care of people and meeting deadlines. Having a great lender working for you is almost as important as picking the right agent. So now you have an amazing agent and you're pre-qualified. What's next? The next step is where the fun begins. You start looking for your home. A couple things to consider before you look is, what type of home are you wanting? Do you want a single family or a townhome? How many bedrooms and bathrooms do you want or need? What type of features are on your must-have, non-negotiable list, and what features will you consider more as wants that you're okay with not having? You've been out looking at homes and you finally found the perfect one. The next step is to get your offer submitted. Your agent will go over that with you and discuss what should be offered along with terms and deadlines. In Utah, there's 4 contract deadlines to be aware of. These deadline dates will be different depending on your offer and what you negotiate for. The deadline dates are as follows. Seller disclosure deadline. The seller provides documentation of what they know about the house. Due diligence deadline. This is the period where you have the right to perform different tests such as radon, mold, meth, and also do any other inspections. I always recommend inspections on any pre-existing homes. Finance and appraisal deadline. By this date, all financing needs to be approved and appraisals need to be completed. This is where having a phenomenal lender is so important. Settlement. Go into the title company, sign the paperwork, get your house. Once you sign out the paperwork and home money is funded and recorded with the bank, the home is yours. 90% of the time, this happens in the same day. There are times where it can take an extra day or two, but those are rare if closings are planned correctly. With that said, Real Steve, I go back to you. Thanks, Cartoon Agent Steve. That's basically a quick rundown of the home buying process. As you can see, there are a lot of moving parts and it can get a little bit tricky. But if you have the right people in place, this process can actually be very easy and a lot of fun. If you're in Utah or you're looking to move here and you want to have a little bit more of a detailed one-on-one conversation either on the phone or in person, give me a call, reach out to me. I'm more than happy to sit down with you and go over all of this process in a lot more detail and more customized towards you. And if there's anything else in the world that I can do for you, please let me know. Happy to help anyone out there, and I love all of your faces. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much.